Hey y'all, welcome. My name is Nikki McMaster Moderano. Welcome to day 6 of our progressive meditation container that is Earth and Ease. Since it's day 6, that means that today we're upping the ante. We are going to be meditating for 6 minutes in total. We've made it over that halfway hump of our 5 minute meditation. So just remind yourself that you have the tools to make it through 6 minutes of meditation. Per usual, give yourself a little time to find your seat. Today I'm landing and coming to you from Boston Yoga Union. So I'm at the studio, I've got props with me, I have a blanket underneath me, I have blocks under my knees, and all these things help create support and lift in my spine. Perhaps you need a little stretch, maybe a little wiggle, a shimmy, a couple of deep breaths, whatever helps you drop in and invites you to be a little more present in the moment. And then, as usual, we'll start our practice with an inhale and an exhale. No rush to get there. But when you're ready, breathe in, fill up, and release when it feels good to let it go. As our 6 minutes begins, maybe you close the eyes down. Maybe you're still taking in some form and shape that's around you. Continue to invite that tall seat, reminding yourself to notice the connection to whatever's touching the earth, the props, whatever you're using. And although my hands often land on my knees, that's not the only way to take our seat, right? Maybe there's a mudra or a gesture of some sort that makes sense for your practice. So don't be afraid to try something a little different as you're landing. Reminding yourself to meet yourself with grace and ease each moment that passes, even if it feels like you've been here forever. Maybe you think back to the plethora of tools that we've been practicing and building. Maybe you tap into your breath body connection, right? Maybe you trace the inhale up the spine, the exhale down the spine. Maybe other body sensations like the flare of the ribs with inhale, the softness of the belly with exhale resonate today. Let there be a loose grip on what lands, right? Just let it be good for you in the moment. No expectation for practice to look or feel perfect. Our theme today is self-compassion. So as we continue to show up, as we continue to take our seat, maybe the vessel of getting to know yourself is becoming stronger. Maybe you're developing this deeper connection to the way that you communicate with yourself. Maybe there's some things being stirred up that are less than pleasant. Sometimes in the busy, busy lives we lead, when we finally hit the brakes, it's like, whoa. So for some of us, myself included, when I'm getting back into my meditation practice, sometimes feelings, memories, sensations can be overwhelming. Remind yourself that meditation is a radical act of self-care. And what might it look like to continue to meet yourself with kindness? Maybe you take a few moments to check in with the body, or perhaps you continue to just land. Maybe you ask yourself, what would be helpful to be a little more present? What would be helpful to be a little more caring and compassionate? If mantra, if words, repetition of words is a practice that resonates, maybe as you inhale, you remind yourself, I am loved. And as you exhale, perhaps you remind yourself, I love me. Inhale, I am loved. Exhale, I love myself. Maybe there's something else around that theme of compassion. Allow each layer that is you. Yesterday, right? We talked about the physical, the emotional, the mental layers, the energetic layers. Let each of these complex, unique layers that is you be here. Allowing yourself to absorb the endless benefits of your meditation or your dhyana practice. Allowing yourself to feel a little less stressed, a little less pulled in multiple directions, maybe a little more connected to your body or the world around you. Invitation to continue to root down through the seat and rise through the crown. And reminding yourself again in this last handful of moments together that as the brain, as the thinking mind escapes the body, treat it with kindness and compassion, and use a deep inhale and exhale to welcome you back. Inhale, I am loved. Exhale, I love me. Let these next handful of breaths be a little more intentional, maybe a little more sensational, and or paired with movement that rock side to side, maybe some Sufi grinds, dropping the chest towards the earth, rounding the back body. And reminding yourself that one of the most potent moments of meditation is right after, as we welcome ourselves back into the world around us. So maybe you find your journal, maybe you tune into the community connection that we have on Instagram, maybe you just take a couple more soft and steady moments with yourself, or even the opportunity to share this practice with someone else, and not just this container, but meditation itself. Thank you all so very much for being here today. It's my pleasure to be your guide. I hope these practices continue to meet you as you need them. Thank you, thank you, thank you.